Welcome to the Green Thumb app, your one-stop shop on what to do with your garden. This app allows users to manage what they grow and how best to use the items they produce through a variety of options. Let's jump right into the demo. Upon opening the app, you'll see the loading screen. Once loaded, you'll have the option of logging in or creating an account through using single sign-on using Google or Facebook, or creating one manually. Let's pretend we're Julia and new to the app. I'm going to click on Create an Account, where I'll be brought to the registration page. Here she'll put her information, create a username, and upload a photo. Once completed, she will be brought to the home page, where she'll be greeted by a variety of options. On the home page, you can select one of our features by checking to see if you have any new notifications, choose where you'd like to navigate through the app, or speak with an expert through our chatbot integration. At any time, you can use our menu at the top to navigate as well. Today, Julia is interested in planting some new tomatoes, so she's going to first explore the garden tracking feature.
So here's where Julia can do some different things to stay productive when it comes to her gardening. At the top here, we have the calendar feature, and through here, she can keep track of her gardening long-term. She also has a tasks feature, so she can create a list of tasks to help her garden, as well as a weather feature, which uses a weather API, so she can check the current weather and weather for future days. We'll go ahead and check what Julia has on her calendar. And as we can see, she has a couple of different events. On the 7th here, she wants to sow some seeds. On each of these event days, there are some weather icons to indicate the weather for those days. On the 11th, she has an all-day event called Yard Waste Collection. She has the choice of making this an all-day event or setting the start and end date and times. She can add a notification so it goes through her phone so she can remember. She can change the color of the event so that she can differentiate from different events on her calendar. So here on the 19th is a purple icon, which shows that Julia wants to harvest something that she's planted. So earlier in this season, she planted some heirloom tomatoes, and by using this widget, we can see that she's able to program when the tomatoes would be ready to harvest. When she originally planted these, she searched for heirloom tomatoes and it pulled up the growing information and that synced it with the calendar. Today, she's ready to harvest her tomatoes. So now she just needs to figure out what she wants to do with them. And she can do that by going through the Get Inspired tab, which can give her some different ideas of how she can use what she's grown.
Well, if Julian wants to do something delicious for herself by using an extra tomato, the function of the recipe could be the great option for her. You just select the recipe option, and then she will jump into the recipe page where the list of some of the most searched recipe. And then the search bar on the top side is linked to the All Recipe API, which has a database of thousands of recipes for her to search within. For example, if Julia types in the heirloom tomatoes in the search bar, it will link to another page with different recipes that relate to the tomato. When she clicks the Italian pasta buttons, and then she will entrance into the all recipe page that can provide a professional cooking video, the detail of an ingredient, and the cooking step of an Italian pasta. Therefore, the recipes of this function can provide a convenient and simple way for Julia to deal with her extra product by cooking.
So after Julia has finished her recipe, she has extras. So she's going into the share. So she can either share her extra ones on Facebook, maybe one of her friends might want some, or she can donate. So she has allowed her location. So the ones that are listed right here are the nearest to her household. So she's going to click the first one. And this is the closest food bank to her location. So she's going to click start and she'll be able to go.
So now that Julia has completed her tasks for today, she's checked her calendar to see what she needed to accomplish. She harvested tomatoes and decided to make a recipe making tomato sauce, and she decided to use her extra tomatoes and share them by donating them to the local food bank. She's completed all the tasks she wants to do in the app. And that concludes our demo.